Don't be fooled by their size. These creepy kids are some you definitely don't want to babysit. Possibly the queen of all scary girls, Regan McNally was the possessed, potty-mouthed, pea-spewing girl of the 70s that had a lot of people crapping their pants. Spiders are scary enough, but a little girl with demon troubles walking backwards down the stairs are things nightmares are made of. Props to Linda Blair for making us believe that no matter how terrifying, downright obscene, kids don't talk to your mother like that, or ugly she became, innocent Regan was still in there somewhere. There's nothing like a demonic little girl to keep you up at night. Satan in the form of a young human boy. Damien is the cursed child of the devil with an interesting tattoo and the bad attitude towards anyone brave enough to try and stop Daddy's plans. Damien is the Antichrist. Literally. His demonic stare could penetrate right through to your soul and fill it with dread. You don't want to mess around with this little prick, Thorn. In this horror classic, the D-boy was enough to make anyone think twice about baby plans. It's all for you, Damien. Let the Right One In was a bloody fresh take on the vampire genre. Lena as Ellie was surprisingly sweet and subtle, but creepy enough to have you wondering whether you'd like to give her a hug or grab a stake to stick through her heart. Able to move at lightning speed and scale buildings, this quick and agile little girl is one that you wouldn't be able to outrun. Become her friend and you may be safe. The best anti-bullying campaign there is. Ellie can solve any problems regarding being picked on by dismembering and blood-sucking those bullies. Take that, bullies. Isaac Kroner is the high-pitched preacher boy who brainwashes all of the Gatling town kids. The children of the town all begin to worship a corn creeper dubbed He Who Walks Among Us, a demonic entity who inhabits the cornfields that surround the town. Led by Isaac, the children become an adult-hating town, killing any passing people over the age of 18. John Franklin, the actor who played Isaac, had a growth hormone deficiency, which accounts for the high-pitched voice. Seemingly, you can't keep a good creepy kid down, as trying to sacrifice Isaac does not work. When a cute blonde-haired little girl says, "They're here," in a tone of happy terror, you should know you're stuffed. Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, is a classic among the horrors. Sadly, Heather passed away at only 12 years old, but she will forever be known as her iconic character. If your little girl starts having conversations with the TV static, move her away. No, actually just move house. And chuck away any dolls, especially those that look like clowns. Ah, cute little Creed. Alive, you want to hug him and squeeze him, but dead, he is one creepy kid that wants to cut your throat. Not only does Gage suffer a horrific death and is buried amongst a bunch of malevolent spirits by his seemingly stupid father Lewis, he comes back to slice and dice. After killing the elderly neighbour and his mother, Gage then phones his father saying, "Come and play with me, Daddy. First I played with Jude, and then I played with Mummy, and I had an awful good time. Now I want to play with you." Ah, kids, aren't they precious? This is one little girl you really don't want to receive a phone call from. Samara Morgan is the freaky, jagged walking, pale, long-haired little girl whose stare will have your face looking like you've been hit by a shovel, been on the most terrifying roller coaster ever, and seen a ghost, all at the same time. If you were to watch that tape that Samara made, she gave you 7 days to live. That was nice of her, but spend those days trying to get someone else to watch that deadly VHS. Stick to DVDs and Netflix and you should be fine. Better get a cage put around the TV, just in case. Toshio, aka Cat Screeching Boy, is one kid that manages to pop up everywhere and scare the living daylight out of you. With his pale, deadpan looks that's freaky enough, once he opens its mouth, it's pure crapping pants material. And don't even get me started on his jagged walking long-haired mum. If he ever pops up while you're eating dinner, sleeping, climbing the stairs, looking out the window, you know, whatever, just know that you're dead. Meow! Spoiler alert. Okay, so technically not a little girl, but Esther plays one hell of a good creepy young lady. Young girls with that evil twinkle in their eyes are bad enough, but an actual woman with a manipulative streak pretending to be a young girl is just pure evil. Esther Coleman is the compulsive liar who worms her way into being adopted by a loving family, only to try and seduce the father and kill the rest of them. How lovely. Your makeup and your man. Masks are always creepy, but a kid in a vintage nightgown with a potato sack over their head, well, enough said really. Thomas is the poor orphan boy with a deformed face who loves to play hide and seek. When your child says he has an imaginary friend, think twice before dismissing it. This movie teaches us that all missing children need to be found. Or maybe not. I'm just joking. I'm joking. The ever so sweet girl who was given a new beginning by an unsuspecting social worker. Anyone that upsets, annoys or makes her angry will feel the wrath of her capabilities. Clever, cunning and cold, Lily Sullivan will feed off your fears and make you and your loved ones die in a way that terrifies you most. She is not a little girl, she is pure evil. Just don't yell at her, otherwise you'll see her scary face. Bartow is the veiny-skinned, blue-eyed, spooky Dybbuk child who haunts a family across 3 generations. This Dybbuk demon boy inhabits the body of the dead and the living and dogs wearing masks to carry out his evil deeds. He seeks their death as a gateway to physical existence. With the power to break your back, when one child isn't enough, the unborn proves twins are definitely harder work. Jambi wants to be born now.